Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the thermometer, as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Purdy bootlegging it. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, good move. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 19-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He completes it to Evans. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Here's 3rd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now here's Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Evans. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 19. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. That's pulled in at the 32. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Inside the 10, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Christian McCaffrey inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A give right side for Pacheco.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. He'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mike Evans. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here's Purdy. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Purdy gets this one to Juszczyk. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Purdy looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Purdy on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this win was impressive, Charles. And look, they were honest with us this week. They had this game circled on the calendar for quite a while, coming in and taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions.
And you and I both know from experience that having the title reigning Super Bowl champs is a blessing, but a curse when the next season begins, right? Because everyone circles that game on their schedule. They can't wait to come in and play,
And they often do things you don't even expect because they figure, what do we have to lose? We're playing the Super Bowl champs.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the temperature, as EA Sports welcomes you to GEHA Field at venerable Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a couple. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door to red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That is caught. He's across midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
I know there will be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the 1st down.
And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit and another first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, San Francisco.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Burrow will throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown, 49ers. Justin Jefferson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
The tight end in motion right.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 44 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Open man is Chase, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This is 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Niners set to take over on offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.